What is the difference between kitchen and pantry? Understanding the difference between a kitchen and a pantry is not merely about comprehending their definitions, it is about appreciating the unique roles they play in our homes and our lives. In this blog post, we will unravel the distinctive characteristics, functions, and purposes of kitchens and pantries, shedding light on their differences and symbiotic relationship. Let's start. Kitchen versus pantry. What's the difference? So what sets kitchens and pantries apart? Even though they're like two peas in a pod, they're also very different in their roles, design, and what you'd usually find in each. How they're used. Think of your kitchen as the star of a cooking show. There's always something going on there. It's where the actual cooking happens. Now, your pantry? It's more like the backstage crew, storing everything you need for the show. Design and layout. Kitchens are all about making cooking easy. You've got your cooking area with the stove and oven, the prep area with countertops and islands, and the cleaning area with the sink and dishwasher. And everything's arranged to make your kitchen chores a breeze, kinda like an invisible triangle between the stove, sink, and fridge. Pantry design, on the other hand, is all about storage. Shelves, cabinets, drawers, you name it. The goal here is to keep things tidy and within easy reach. And since every pantry's different, you can get creative with your layout based on what you're storing and how much space you have. What you'll find inside. Kitchens are filled with stuff for cooking and prepping food. We're talking stoves, ovens, utensils, pots, pans, and your go-to ingredients. And let's not forget the fridge for all the stuff that needs to stay cool. Pantries? They're the home of everything that doesn't need refrigeration. Think canned food, cereal, pasta, and baking supplies. You might also find some kitchenware, small appliances, and other handy things. But you won't usually find large appliances or stuff you need right away for cooking. Getting the hang of the differences between kitchens and pantries can help you make the most out of both spaces. Up next, we'll talk about how kitchens and pantries work together and why it's super important to have a smooth flow between them. Don't go anywhere. The dynamic duo, kitchen and pantry. Even though kitchens and pantries have their own distinct roles and styles, they're like two best friends, always helping each other out and making your home run smoothly. Two peas in a pod. Think of your pantry as the backstage crew for a cooking show. It stores all the ingredients and supplies, ready to hand over to the kitchen, the star of the show, where all the culinary magic happens. A well-stocked pantry keeps your kitchen ready for action without any clutter. Keeping things flowing. How your kitchen and pantry interact can make or break your cooking experience. Ideally, your pantry should be close to your kitchen. Nobody wants to trek miles just to grab a can of beans. And the way you arrange stuff in your pantry, that's super important too. Keep the stuff you use a lot within easy reach and tuck away the rarely used items. You also want to make sure you can move easily between your kitchen and pantry, especially when you're juggling pots and pans. And don't forget about labeling. Knowing where everything is will save you from a wild goose chase in the middle of cooking. A well-designed kitchen and pantry duo can turn cooking from a chore into a joy. Conclusion. Kitchens and pantries both rock the home cooking scene, but in different ways. Picture this. Your kitchen's like the star on a stage, decked out with all the cool appliances and tools. Meanwhile, your pantry, it's like the unsung hero, hiding behind the scenes. It stores all your non-perishable food, small gadgets, and other needful things. Here's the deal. Each has its own style. Kitchens are all about making cooking a breeze. Pantries, they're storage wizards. So let's celebrate both our kitchens and pantries and cook up a storm. Thank you for joining us in exploring what is the difference between kitchen and pantry. For more blog posts, please visit housenotebook.com.